This is Major. I'm on site. I'm going in.
Hey, I'm Seymour from FXGuide.com for Wired. This time we're looking at the brilliant visual effects from MPC in the film Ghost in the Shell. The film opens with the shelling sequence, which pays homage to the 1995 anime opening, in which we see the creation of a cyborg, later revealed to be Major. This was created using a blend of computer graphics and practical animatronics from Weta Workshop. While MPC referenced the live action, in the end, to get this really detailed skeleton with muscles that's fully skinned that is Major, the majority of the shots ended up being digital. The sequence was fully prevised and almost every shot was filmed as live action, but it's testament to MPC and the approach of director Rupert Sanders that this opening sequence is so realistic, and yet in the end about 70% of the sequence is in fact fully digital. Now this allowed for more backlighting, scattering, as well as having slightly more complex camera moves. The production design in this film is remarkable, and it's not just Major that benefits from this. From the evil spider tank to the assassin geisha bots, there's a host of characters and complex visual effects work. The production VFX supervisors were Guillaume Rochon and John Dykstra. MPC's team worked really closely not only to match that production design and incorporate all of the digital versions of Weta Workshop's props where needed, but also to match the complex lighting on set. Major has a special bodysuit that allows for invisibility, but it required a glimmering effect even when it's not transparent. MPC had to roto the suit and in many shots remove wires and rigs, so it was decided that Scarlett Johansson's suit that she wears would actually be fully digitally replaced throughout the film. In fact, apart from two shots, every time you see the white suit, it's entirely CG. The only two practical suit shots in the whole film are in fact her out of focus and close to camera. Replacing the suit was particularly complex in this sequence, where Major's suit and the invisibility effect are shown in this really complex water fight sequence. These shots also highlight the futuristic city that MPC had to build and its holographic signage. Ghost in the Shell was shot in the streets of New Zealand, but the team not only had to do set extensions, but also populate the world with futuristic signage. Both these signs and the other holograms that are in the film were created using a large number of cameras in one of two different special camera arrays. For the deep dive sequence, the team used 150 digital stills cameras, but for the solid holograms or solograms, they used 80 2D computer vision cameras recording moving footage. The deep dive had 27 characters, but the team also filmed 50 to 60 actors to be used in the solograms. The idea of the photogrammetry solved having to model, texture and animate all of these characters, but the approach basically used photogrammetry on each frame, so in total there were some 32,000 3D scans. The voxel grid that we actually see on screen was lower resolution in the poorer neighbourhoods, making the signs seem older, and much higher resolution in the wealthier parts of town. But this approach has no correspondence between frames. Each frame is a new 3D model. As these per-frame model sequences of high-resolution point clouds are fed into the voxel grid, it distributes them in these effectively small boxes. What we see on film are these different boxes being lit up by the average colour of the points inside them. The output from this Houdini software is a Lego-style 3D model that the team can now relight and also cast bounce light onto. If you look carefully, some of the solograms light up buildings near them, but some of them also are themselves lit by streetlights, cars and other signage. MPC's R&D team developed completely new software that allowed them to reconstruct, process, manipulate and deal with this huge amount of volumetric data and place it into these shots. Well, don't forget, please subscribe for more behind the scenes action. I'm Mike Seymour for Wired.
I'll find out who I was.
everything they told you was a lie.
Who are you?
They did not save your life. They stole it.